and we're going to get a good presentation for you today, a good overview with PARAIBA. I'm going to start recording. Sorry?
Yeah, start the recording. Just want to remind you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we'll get the recording going. Let me bring up my screen here first. Maybe I'll wait to do that. Let me start the recording right now. We'll get going. Record to cloud. There we go. All right, good. So again, my name is Michael, guys. I'm from Ontario. Welcome everybody here. What we're going to show you today is a way that can increase your passive income, increase your ability to have money coming in while you're doing something else, leveraging your time. That's what this is about. Many people here in this company that we're about to show you are creating an extra $200 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, even $10,000 a month. There's even a few people in this company already now creating a six-figure monthly income, which sounds astronomical. If you're coming from, the job standpoint, the job environment, it sounds kind of amazing to make six figures in a month, doesn't it? But that is actually possible here. It's being done with this company, and we're going to show you exactly how you can do that as well. There's anything you can want to do here. Whether it's 3 figures, 4 figures, or 5 per month, it's happening. I've been involved myself since April of this year, and I've been able to create a 5-figure monthly income with PARAIBA. I'm seeing incredible growth, incredible success from sharing this. Our team is doing amazing things, as are so many other people's teams, and it's wonderful to see that people truly are changing their financial lives in a tremendous way here with what we're about to show you. So we're going to have a very brief overview on this information, what this company is all about, how the compensation plan numbers work, and then we'll have some quick announcements afterwards of some new things that this company has brought about over the last month that to me are very, very exciting. I'm more excited now with this company than I ever have been because I know the trajectory that we're on. There's a vision here. When we first started over a year ago, there's a vision here to be a billion-dollar company. I know that's a big number, but we're on track to do that. We already exceeded what we wanted to do in our first year. And now we're on track to be a $100 million company in 2021. And those of you that are just seeing this now can be on the ride with us to that $100 million. We've got something here very special. I truly believe that. I'm not just saying it. There's a lot of companies out there in the crypto space. If you're a grizzled crypto veteran like I am over the last few years, then maybe you've lost money, maybe you've made money, but you've probably seen a lot of different ways that you can create a passive revenue stream. But in my opinion, based on everything I've seen and experienced, I've never seen a company that is so well-rounded like we are, with numbers that make sense, with a big vision for the future. So let me bring up the presentation here, and we're going to get started. Let me share my screen. Here we go. All right. And can everybody see this? Yes. Okay, Dave, thank you. All right, thanks, guys. All right, so before we get into the presentation, actually, I have to remember that this is a different presentation. It's kind of brand new here. Very quickly about our CEO, very important to understand. This company is actually over a year old, even though you might be brand new seeing it today. This of 2019. And this gentleman that you see here, Eric Ellie, he lives in Germany. He's actually born in the US, but moved to Germany. He is a very successful businessman. Ever since his mid-20s, he had million-dollar companies. And he's been a crypto trader himself over the last 3.5 years, a very successful cryptocurrency trader. He's seen a lot going on in the cryptocurrency business arena. And he realized and believed that he could do something better in this space. He thought that he could create something that truly could change people's lives, but for the long term, right? Something that could sustain, something that has longevity, something that makes sense, right? Because you might have seen other companies out there offering big percentages that don't make sense, and they're gone in a month or 2 or 3, right? He believed he could do it better. So I believe, based on having a very good conversation with him at the very beginning, and many more since, he showed me what was going on behind the scenes. He showed me real trading. He showed me his vision. And I believe that this could happen. I believe that we could go to $1 billion. He told me he's a 5-year plan to $1 billion company. And it made sense to me what he wanted to do when he showed me, when he talked to me about it. So I said, you know what? I'm on board. But he's 42 years of age, and he's got 3 kids. He's married. And so, you know, this man obviously has a lot of responsibility in his life, right? He's not about to screw that up. So he wants to do things right. And what we're going to show you here today is a company from a legal standpoint, from a compensation standpoint, from a future vision standpoint, from all the companies now that we have working together with PARAIBA. You're going to see that he's been doing it correctly, certainly in my opinion, hopefully in yours when you see it. And that's what I love about this man. He's really got things straight, because I believe what he's done in the last year, most companies probably wouldn't have done or couldn't have gotten done in 2 or 3 years. And so I'm very impressed with what he's doing and continues to do with this company. So we have 3 companies here. There's the Unique Private Bank, PARAIBA, and the Unique Exchange. I'm going to concentrate myself here on PARAIBA and how this can create extra income for you on a weekly basis. It's changed my life, and I want to help change yours financially. It's happening. We're making it happen. All you got to do is lock arms with us, and we're going to show you the way. All right. So a quick risk disclaimer, guys. Very important to understand that if you would get involved in anything online, any type of investment, that risk can happen. Or risk is there, right? Loss of funds can happen. It's trading, right? At the heart of PARAIBA, we are a trading company. So with trading, loss of funds could occur. So we all have to realize that. We certainly have a lot of great things in place to mitigate any kind of risk, but this has to be said, right? So this is information, guys, just for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And should you get started with us, you would only get started with risk capital, not funds that you'd be using for, you know, a mortgage or food or any necessities of life, right? I'm sure we're all adults here. I'm sure we all understand that, right? Okay, so from a legal standpoint, because it's very important we start off with that, we are a very legal company. We're actually owned by the Unique Private Bank, which has multiple licenses to do business around the world. And they are also licensed to do up to $20 million USD. It actually started off at 2.5. Now we have 20 million. We're going to upgrade as we go. We have our PW Pay limited payment provider, which is established in Kazakhstan, our Unique Private Bank, which is the legal owner of the Unique Exchange. And we have our Unique Exchange, which is contracted to do service for PARAIBA World. So here's our bank license out of the Comoros Union. And again, started with $2.5 million of authorized capital. And we are a virtual bank, by the way. And now this has increased to 20 million. As our company grows, as we need to do more things behind the scenes with this bank, then we will add to that, right? It's very simple to do as time goes by. We also have our Unique Exchange license out of Malaysia, Unique Crypto LLC. And the Unique Exchange offers you everything that you need to do right now. If you need to go from fiat to crypto to buy Bitcoin, or from Bitcoin back to your bank, this company can do that. We're doing business mostly right now for that type of service in the SEPA zone, which is Europe. But anyone in the world practically can join the Unique Exchange and do crypto to crypto transactions, right? So we can actually do withdrawals now from the profits we were making with PARAIBA almost instantly. Within about 15, 20 minutes now, they get right into our Unique Exchange. I love this service. I love what these guys are doing. It's very, very smooth. And we'll have more on that as we go on here. Our PARAIBA structure, we have our bank license, obviously very important. We're doing a lot of business behind the scenes. And so everything is done properly here. The security of our funds that we've given to PARAIBA is very, very important. And the company takes it very, very seriously. We have our Unique Exchange, which handles all our transactions to and from crypto or crypto to crypto. As I mentioned, works very, very smoothly. We also now have our Messenger app, and this is going to be a big thing. And Stefan is going to talk to us a little bit about some of these new things, including this app. The company has spent a long time, this entire year, actually making an app that's very similar to Telegram and WhatsApp, but even more secure, that doesn't actually sell your data at all. And we've got some great things coming for that this month, some new additions. We're going to be able to do groups. We're going to be able to do conferences with this app. And it's going to be monetized heavily in 2021. It's going to be a really cool thing. what we want to have are all these areas that we do business in. We want to have control over them, right? So if the company has control over these things, then we mitigate risk. You know, we have the bank, so we control the bank. We don't have a third party that we have to deal with. That's great. Same with the exchange. We own the exchange. We don't have a third party exchange we have to deal with. And then we're using Telegram right now, a lot of us, right? We're using it, and it's a good service, but we don't own Telegram. We don't know what they're doing with that information. We think it's pretty secure, probably better than some others, but when you own it, that's awesome, right? So we're actually owning our own data. We have security over the information that goes over that system, and it's not sold to anybody. And then we have our online gift shop as well, which just started with PARAIBA gifts and things like that right now, clothing and whatnot, and that's going to expand as time goes by. Here's our business concept, the areas where the company creates revenue. So when we first started, when I got involved, the company at its heart, and really it still is, but we're expanding big now for sure, but at its heart, we're a trading company. So the company has 7 very highly skilled, highly qualified traders, and our CEO is also a very highly skilled, highly qualified trader for over the last 3.5 years. So that's really how this was born, because he believed that he could create a really great company, a really great concept around cryptocurrency trading. And of course, we've all seen the volatility of the crypto markets, right? We've all seen that. Certainly this year, it's been kind of a wild ride. It's been up and down the first part of this year. And now we see, wow, look at it today. I don't know what it's at right now, but last time I checked it, it was just over 19,000 US. So we've really blasted up into the stratosphere, and could it go further? I don't know. I hope it does. It probably will. But what these traders love is this volatility, right? This volatility of the up and down all the time, right? That's where they can create immense amount of profits. And certainly we do that because we've got some of the very, very best traders with this company. What's kind of unique, and you may not have heard this before, is that this company has what I'm calling collateralized trading. So actually the traders that want to work for PARAIBA, if they want to work for us, they actually have to give up some of their own Bitcoin in a separate wallet that the company controls. And if they get into a drawdown and lose, the company keeps that Bitcoin. Pretty unique, right? I like that. So in essence, as said, the company doesn't lose, because if the trader loses, then the company keeps it. So a very different way of doing business. PARAIBA and our CEO, how he does that with the traders, but I like it. It makes sense, right? So the cryptocurrency trading is very profitable for the company. But if you're going to go to $1 billion company, and that's the plan, right? Over the next 4 years now, the plan is $1 billion company. You have to go beyond crypto trading, right? It's not going to just be about that. It's going to be about other things. So in October of this year, we launched our cryptocurrency exchange, the Unique Exchange. And it's actually an existing exchange. It was an existing exchange that had thousands of customers. And now we're adding tens of thousands of more PARAIBA customers. And as we grow to a 50,000 active member company, to 100,000 to 200,000, you can imagine that fees are created with the use of a cryptocurrency exchange. And that's just going to continue to strengthen the company, right? Why use another exchange? Why not get the fees here to the company? So that's phenomenal. We have a great exchange platform. I've been using it since it began, and I got to tell you, it's absolutely phenomenal. Very fast transactions, and we're going to grow in the amount of coins and services that this offers over the coming weeks and months. We also have real estate behind the scenes. Some of you that have been in for a while may not have known this, but the company's been involved in real estate. Why? Because, well, real estate generally goes up over time. There can be tremendous ways to profit securely through real estate. And so we want everything to be smooth as we grow to $1 billion company. So real estate is becoming a big part of that now for PARAIBA. So our revenue overview, we have our cryptocurrency trading. We have our exchange platform, Unique Exchange. We have our online store. We have our messaging app, which is going to become bigger this month and in 2021. And we have our strategic real estate investments. Our back office, guys, is very smooth. I love our back office. It works very, very well, and it's very, very secure. PARAIBA actually bought a company in the US that specializes in artificial intelligence security, anti-hacking systems. And it's one of the very best systems, apparently, that money can buy. And I watched them do the presentation on this a few weeks back, and I'm not going to begin to even get into the technical aspects of it because that's not my expertise at all. But it sounded very impressive. And I know that they've had millions of hacking attempts on our private website, and none of them have got through because this AI learns as it goes. And it's very, very solid at preventing any issues security-wise with our website platforms. We also have, of course, for our own accounts, our CAPTCHA implementation and our email confirmation. So all that is proper, works very smoothly. So when you join with PARAIBA, guys, the way it works is when you come in and you do your KYC, it's actually done through our exchange. So when you do the KYC, it's automatically done for both your PARAIBA account and your unique exchange account. Everything very transparent. And you actually have an overview of your PARAIBA accounts inside your back office of your unique exchange account. So you can see all the numbers. And they're going to have increased aspects of your account as time goes by with this as well. You'll be able to consolidate for withdrawals and things like that. So very, very cool. Everything operating nice and smoothly there. And our PARAIBA online store, which has started now with some nice gift items. So very simple model. Guys, you register for free with PARAIBA. You deposit with at least $25. I'm going to show you why you'd want to start with more than that. Guys, we're not a game. We're a real company. So I always suggest to people you want to start with a little bit more. Bare minimum $100. Really $1,000 or more is best to start with PARAIBA. You'll see why as I go through the compensation in a moment. And you can refer this business or not. It's optional, entirely up to you. If you want to be a passive member with PARAIBA, just have your money working for you in an environment that might be better than anything traditional, then you can do that. If you wish to share that, if you wish to share PARAIBA with other people, then there's a tremendous, tremendous way that you can create more revenue for yourself on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And it can get very, very exciting. And we'll show both of these. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you are passive or active. You will be able to profit from all of the income streams that I'm going to show you here today. So here's our financial structure. You can start from $25. Our deposits are in cryptocurrency right now, guys. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, okay? But if you're in the SEPA zone, if you're in Europe and you've got dollars, it's no problem. You can actually send bank transfer to our unique exchange, get your Bitcoin. Very easy to do. And of course, if you're in any other country, guys, we've got websites that show every exchange that you could possibly need in any country. Very easy to buy Bitcoin these days. You can even buy it with a credit card within a few minutes. I got people doing that. Reinvestment. So if you've got profit in your back office, in your account, and your usable balance, then you can reinvest $25 or more. Okay, so it's like a compounding effect. And withdrawals are from $100. And what's nice is now we can do withdrawals anytime we want, night or day, right to our unique exchange account, and it's there in about 15, 20 minutes. Here are the 5 different ways that the company pays us, and I'll go over all these ways just very briefly here. We have our own deposit. The company will pay you from 0.3% to up to 0.5% on your own funds. The company pays us 4 days per week. Now, when I first heard 4 days per week, first question that was in my mind is, why aren't we getting paid the other 3, right? Because the cryptocurrency trading markets are open 24/7. And we know that they're probably trading those other days. So the answer made sense to me. The answer is this. It's nice to have a cushion, right? We all want sustainability. We all want longevity. So what if there's a trading day that maybe it's not quite what they want it to be? Well, guess what? They've got those other 3 days that they're trading as a cushion to make sure that what they're paying is absolutely going to be smooth and there's not an issue. That made sense. As well, there's company expenses. Company has our CEO. We've got management. We've got programmers, developers, support staff. We've got all kinds of different people that need to get paid, right? There's even offline events, things like that. So all these things take money. So it made sense to me that there's that cushion there for the company. We also get paid in what's called 100-day cycles. And what's really cool here is that your funds never expire with PARAIBA. Maybe you're that online grizzled veteran that I was talking about, and you've seen other companies where you're creating passive income, but at some point it expires. And then you've got to put more money back in. Not with PARAIBA. With PARAIBA, your own investment actually continues on. So we have the 100-day cycles of the 4 days per week, which is about 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, if you need that investment back, it's an emergency, you need it back, you can get it back, no problem. If you just leave it, then it continues. There's no expiry on your funds. So essentially, it's a lifetime contract with PARAIBA. As long as PARAIBA is profitable, then you will be profitable. So I like that. I never have to add more funds as time goes by if I don't want to. It just continues earning for me. We have our first line bonus. So the company will pay you on your first level, the people that you personally refer, actually up to a match. So what they're getting passively, you can make passively. Very cool. We have our downline bonus where you can get paid on infinite levels, level 50, 100, 200, still getting paid with the company. And we have our pool share, which is paid out of the streamline. And this is something very unique that maybe none of you have seen before, or not maybe done exactly in this way. But the streamline are all of the deposits that come into the company worldwide after you have joined, which is why so many people want to get involved with PARAIBA now, because we're just starting to enter a momentum phase for 2021 towards that $100 million company I was talking about. And so we have people that want to get their streamline value up as high as possible. So the sooner you join, the sooner that streamline starts to grow. And even as a free member, guys, your streamline will grow. So make sure that if you're brand new today, that right after this presentation is over, that you get yourself a free account, because the streamline will grow. Why? Because people are coming into PARAIBA all the time and depositing all the time. And so you'll see this streamline value going up every few minutes or every hour or so. It's kind of cool. And we've got people now with millions of dollars in their streamline. And you can get paid a percentage of the profit generated daily off your streamline value. So you can see why you want to get started as quickly as possible. The bigger the streamline, the bigger the potential profits for you. And there's 7 different pools the company will pay you on for that streamline. Lastly, we have our ranking bonus, which are one-time bonuses achieved for building your business. So we have 5 ways to earn with PARAIBA, guys. Payouts are made with Bitcoin. And we have our active accounts, your active accounts, all active accounts in your business, you will earn on in the entire structure. You earn from the first business day. Right now it's Sunday. Our first business day where we get paid is Wednesday. So we're paid from Wednesday to Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the 4 days per week here in the Western world. It's a little bit later in Europe, right? It's more like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But those are the 4 days per week. But as soon as you've got your funds in and they're in the deposit box, you will earn as soon as Wednesday arrives. You're in charge here with PARAIBA. What I love, you're your own boss, right? It's not linear income, it's passive income. It's income that can come in while you're doing something else, while you're at work, while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're at the beach. Income comes in here, guys, and you can do literally whatever you want to do here. Whatever kind of effort that you want to put in, commitments you want to make, guys, big things can be done here. I'm a living example of that. We're going to show you my account later on. No referrals are required here. As mentioned, if you want to be 100% passive and never share this with anyone, then you will take part and can take part in all of these income streams I'm about to show you, and certainly you will if you're sharing this with others. So briefly on the different ways that we get paid, here's how it works. With your own deposit, 0.3 to 0.5% per business day. So anything from $25 up to $49,999, you get the 0.3%. All right. That ends up being about 5%, just over 5% per month. Anything over 50,000, the company's going to pay you 0.5% per business day, and that is about 8% per month. Now, we can actually get this up a little bit more through some passive strategies and structuring that we do, which is fine by the company. But I got to tell you that this is much better than anything I've seen that's traditional for sure. And it's not pie in the sky like 2 or 3% per day like some scam companies out there are offering, right? These are numbers that make sense based on what the company is able to do from its various revenue sources, right? We don't want to be paying out too much and then gone in 2 or 3 months, right? We don't want that. We want a company, at least I hope you would want a company that can be around for years, right? That's why I joined this, one of many reasons. I wanted this company to sustain, to last, to have longevity. So the numbers to me here made sense, right? They've got to make sense, but certainly much better than anything traditional. First line bonus. These are the people on your first level, your first line, okay? And you can qualify for this bonus pretty easily. Now, remember I said you could start with $25 minimum with PARAIBA, but that's not really where you want to stay, right? You'd want to add more really initially if you can. $100 would be the bare minimum, in my opinion. And if you want to qualify for the first line bonus, you need to have yourself $100. And if you have between 1 and 4 people you've shared this with, then the company will pay you 0.05%. Now that is a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those first line people. If you can get yourself up to 20 or more, the company will pay you the maximum at this point of 0.3%. Again, that is a portion of the trading profits from the deposits of those people. Now remember what you were making. You're making 0.3% off your own funds, right? See that number? It's exactly the same, 0.3%. So now whatever anyone on your first line deposits, you're making exactly what they're making. Very cool, very powerful. If you're building this business, this is your first goal, is to get to 20 with at least 100, because now you're getting that 100% match. The downline bonus, also very exciting, because you can build this to infinite levels and the company's still paying you guys. So the way the downline bonus works, to qualify for all these percentages that you see, you need to have at least $1,000 yourself. And they want you to build 2 lines here, okay? This is not a binary, okay? It is a unilevel, thank goodness, because I don't really like binaries. But they want you to have at least 2 legs here, right? It's just to prevent, people from stacking and things like that. So they want you to have at least 2 lines. If you have between 2 and 4 people here, company will pay you 0.1%. Again, that's a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. If you can get yourself up to 20, and it doesn't have to happen overnight, it could happen in a little bit of time, guys, don't worry. Just 20 though, over time, 20 people that would like to create a passive income with something that's pretty darn solid over and above what they're doing now. If you can get to 20, company will pay you the maximum 0.04%, portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. And you can make actually up to $3,000 per day with the downline bonus. And at that point, when you hit $3,000 per day, you can actually go beyond that into our global bonus pool, okay, which has just began. And then we have our pool share. Our pool share, very exciting, because it's based on that streamline that I talked about, right? The streamline being all of the deposits that come into the company from people that have joined after you joined worldwide. So again, not your own team. I'm talking everybody in the world. When they join this company and deposit, it actually goes into your streamline. And the company will pay you on these 7 different pools as you qualify for them. I'll give you an example of how you qualify for pool 1. You need to have $1,000 yourself working, okay? And you need to have simply 1 person that you have referred that puts in $1,000. Now, it could be 2 people with $500. As long as it totals $1,000 there in your first line, you will be qualified for pool 1. Now, as you can imagine, these pools, as they go up, there's fewer and fewer people that have qualified for them, because you can see there's bigger qualifications for them, right? So right now, as an example, there's probably over 2,000 people qualified for pool 1, but there's only a handful of people qualified for pool 7. So my suggestion to you is try and get qualified for as many of these pools as you possibly can. And remember what I said before, even if you're passive, you can qualify for these pools, even if you refer nobody. I have a gentleman who is in this business, and he's never referred anybody, but he's qualified for pool 5, right? So you can do this with just your own funds if you wish to. Obviously, those building this can certainly get qualified for these, and I can tell you it gets very exciting. This is the global leader pool. As mentioned, if you have reached $3,000 per day in the downline bonus, you can qualify for this. They actually take 0.01% of the company's streamline and distribute that out to those who qualify for it. And lastly, our rank bonus, and these are one-time achievements. There's a total here of $46,110 the company will pay you simply for achieving these ranks all the way to PARAIBA Diamond. And the reason we have gemstones is because PARAIBA is a gemstone, right? If you look up the definition of PARAIBA. So I'll give you an example here. I became a Purple Diamond member a couple of months ago, and that means that I have 15,000 on deposit. Myself, I have at least 10 to 19 or more people in my first line. I reached pool 4, okay? And I've got 2 Green Diamond members in my team on at least 2 different legs. So the company paid me $5,000. So when you reach these achievements, they pay you directly into your PARAIBA account. You can take it right into your Bitcoin wallet if you want to, or you can put it right into trading, entirely up to you, but it can add up nicely. And we've got quite a few people qualifying for these every week. It's great to see. All right, I'm going to stop sharing here. And let's see. All right, there we go. Now, is Matt here with us? I don't know if Matt came on. There's Matt. Okay. Hey, Matt, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, sorry, mate. I've been a bit of a stressy day today.
That's all right. You want me to do the back office, or you want to do it?
No, it's okay, mate. I've just been one of those days, but hey, happy days.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring on Matt here, guys. We're going to show a little bit about the back office with PARAIBA. And Matt's going to show you exactly what it all looks like, what the streamline looks like, and what the pools look like, and how you would get started and make a deposit with PARAIBA should you get started with this year today. Go ahead, Matt. You are a co-host. You can share your screen.
Okay, let me just quickly grab my information on top. Excuse me a minute. Just quickly log in. I've lost my place now. Typical. Right. Excuse me a minute, guys. Should have prepared myself. There we go.
You want me to show the streamline while we're waiting?
Yeah, please. Yeah, show streamline because I'm a bit of a fluster today, guys.
No worries, buddy. No worries. All right, let me just show this, guys. Everybody see my screen? Okay. All right, so guys, this is my back office, and I'll show you the streamline here very briefly because it's nice to see this so you get an idea of what I was talking about when I'm saying that all of the funds that come into the company from people that join after you go into your streamline, right? Here's how you're visualizing it. There it is. Okay, so I started back in April, and so my streamline now is over $26 million. And we've got people with, $100,000, $500,000. There's people even with, more than me in the streamline, right? Because I wasn't the very first person to join, right? The very first person to join. And by the way, guys, if you didn't see me post this, the first person that joined now, their streamline is over $30 million now. So we are over a $30 million company. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't think that we'd hit that until, maybe the end of the year, but we've already hit it. And so we're well on track for that $100 million by our second year anniversary in October of 2021. So that's pretty awesome. So the way it works with the streamline, pretty simple. They do a quick mathematical equation here. So they take 26 million and they times it by 0.05%. And whatever that number is, they divide it by these people here in the middle that are qualified for the pools. So you can see with pool 1 here in the middle, there's 2,125 people company-wide, okay, company-wide that are qualified for pool 1. And so my cut of it is $6.13. And what's pretty cool is since we've started, for the most part, the streamline has been growing faster than the amount of people that have been qualifying for it. Because I remember when I first got pool 1, I was getting $2 and something, okay, like $2.50 or something like that. And now I'm getting $6.13. So the streamline is really growing nicely. I love the growth that we're seeing with it. And then a couple of months ago, I qualified for pool 4. You can see there's 178 people company-wide that have qualified for pool 4. My cut of it, $73.19. So the numbers here in gray, though, I'm not getting those yet. Okay. And I go to sleep at night and I think about these numbers, right? I dream about getting these numbers because look at how big they are, right? Look at how big they are. If I was getting pool 7 right now, that'd be $868 per day just in that pool. So guys, this is why you want to get your account going as fast as possible because your streamline starts to grow. And the bigger that this number gets over time, guys, I got to tell you, it can get very exciting here with these pool payments. All right. So we have our first line here on the left-hand side. So that's what I have on my first level for volume downline, approaching 800,000 now. And then that's my own deposit. And at the bottom here, we've got the numbers that are happening on a daily basis for me right now. And, you know, life-changing, guys, life-changing for me right now, over 12,000 a month. And, you know, we're seeing big things happen in the team as well. I love to see the success that's happening. Matt, you want me to continue or are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready now. Let me just quickly share the screen.
Okay. Yeah. Just show us a little bit about, you know, how to get started and all that good stuff.
Okay, let's quickly share my screen. Here we go, guys. Can you see my screen, yeah?
Yes, we can.
Oh, cool. Okay, guys. Right, I have so many people asking me, you know, how to make a deposit into the business. It's quite easy, really, guys. The first thing you need to do is, I must admit, if you do get free members coming in, you must say to them the minimum is $25. If you don't reinvest or participate within 30 days, the account is taken away or removed due to it's due to the server, really. So it just makes more room for participants, you know, active members, really. Yeah, but it gives people 30 days to get involved into this awesome business. But I'm going to quickly show you how to make a deposit. It's very, very easy, guys. So the first thing you need to do is you go to finance. Click into the finance and it brings you into the actual page itself. Okay. When you actually do it, you put, say, add balance. Okay. So for example, click onto add balance. Okay. We'll pop up with well, it normally pops up with a default of $25. But my advice, really, if you really want to start seeing some nice little work, return on investment coming in, I would say really go for about, say, $200 or $300 or perhaps $1,000, depends on what you can really afford. But that's for this video's sake. Let's go to $1,000. Let's say $1,000, for example. Yeah. So you're paying by Bitcoin, so it's Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, and you can actually, I know for you can actually pay by SEPA now, or that's obviously exchange itself. But let's say for this demonstration, let's say $1,000 Bitcoin. Calculate. So if you actually calculate the actual amount there, what will happen is a little screen will pop up with your Bitcoin address there. If you've got a mobile phone, you can do a QR code scan, boom, straight into the actual system itself, or just do it manually. Okay, so that's your Bitcoin address there, and that's the amount. Okay, and I must admit, with this business, even though if you put, say, it says $1,000, even though it's always wise to put, say, 1,000 and say $1, because obviously you have hidden fees. But that's my take on it anyway. But as soon as it goes through, guys, what you do, it takes about, say, an hour to 2 hours to come through to the actual system due to the blockchain, because obviously you will get traffic coming through due to the blockchain, because sometimes it's great, sometimes it's very, very slow. I always find the weekends is absolutely a nightmare because there's so many people buying and selling their Bitcoin, and the traffic's absolutely a nightmare. So it probably take about 2 or 3 hours to get to your PARAIBA account. But anyway, once the money hits the actual account, you need to go to your home page, and what will happen is you actually see it into your back office. So you need to put your deposit into PARAIBA itself. So what will happen is the money you send from Bitcoin wallet to here, it'll be sat in the actual account itself. So what you need to do, the usable balance here, so once you made a deposit, it'll be actually added to the usable balance. So you need to make a deposit inside the platform, okay? So your funds have landed in here. So you need to do it all again. So you need to go to home, or sorry, you need to go to finance. So click on finance. And what will happen is once your funds are added into the system, you'll see the usable balance there, usable balance, okay? And it's a usable balance or use balance, so use balance, sorry. Click onto here, and then what will happen is you'll see this figure here go into this box here, okay? Obviously, I've got a big yellow or orange square there because I've got no funds in there. But when you actually make a deposit, you put deposit, okay? Then you click on OK. And what will happen is a little screen will pop up and it'll say, we've just sent you an email. Can you please verify it? And what you need to do, you need to go to your email account, grab the code, bring it back to the actual page itself and put the code inside the actual, like a little opt-in box. Once you do that, you go to your home page, okay, and it will show into your balance. So what will happen is the system will calculate into your balance, which will be ended up in here. And as soon as you do that, you'll start seeing your daily rewards coming every day, basically. But I did notice that I did get a few members ask me a few questions. I don't see my figures coming through PARAIBA. The reason why that is because I always find on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, you start seeing the figures happen because Monday, Tuesday, what happens is, or Wednesday, obviously you don't see any figures coming through, but once those figures come through, you actually see, like payday, you actually see the figures accumulate, and all the figures are done into the actual system itself. Because I do get quite a few members said, oh, I can't see my earnings coming in. But the reason why that is because you have to wait until it's payday, and then what happens is the system will recalculate your profits and how many people got in that day or that week, and that's how it's done. Because obviously the traders in PARAIBA need a good buffer. They have a good buff, to trade. So they wait till say midweek before they start showing the figures in the system. Okay, guys. Hope that's okay for you guys. Any questions, any answers, please fire away. And yeah, well, good stuff, guys.
Awesome. All right, thanks for that, Matt. And great to see your success, buddy. I mean, I love it. I love it. Great numbers that you're getting there. And we're starting to see our whole team begin to see solid success. I love it. All right.
Yeah, great thing about this, guys, is I'm just hitting on to the purple diamond level. I hope to be getting this next few weeks or perhaps about a month, but I'm just on the edge, so it's at the moment on green, so it's pretty good. But it's just building. I'm getting myself out there, and it's quite easy. Once you get into this and you start seeing some figures grow and you start seeing your income go, you really kind of say, wow, it's amazing. And going to his streamline, it just grows every day, so and I've got to say 17,000 in my streamline, so that's quite exciting, really. And I've been a member for about 9 months now, so it's all going quite well. And yeah, I love it. I love this business, really do. It's working.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for that, buddy. Appreciate you a lot. All right, if you could stop sharing, Matt, and we're going to bring up my sponsor, guys, because some of you are brand new here today, or maybe you just got started in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and maybe you haven't heard yet about all the really cool things that have launched with this company. I mean, it's been a flurry of activity. And what I love is that a lot of this stuff works together in sync with one another, right? Launching our exchange. And now we've gone even beyond the online world. We're actually even in the offline world now with something kind of cool. So I'm going to have my sponsor, Stefan, who is tremendously successful with this business. He lives in Austria and speaks great German, but also speaks really good English. And he's over there in the heart of all this, right? Because when they have events, and of course their CEO lives in Germany, and a lot of the leaders are over there because this company really started in the German-speaking world, right? And that's where thousands came in at first over the first few months. So that's kind of really where the heart of everything is happening. And Stefan goes to these events, and he's met the CEO and really knows what's going on. And this is why he trusts this business big time and why he brought it to me. And I'm thankful that he did. So Stefan, I'm going to pass it over to you. If you could show us a brief overview of some of the new things happening with PARAIBA.
Thanks, Michael. Yes, there were some very exciting things developing out of the last few months. And I want to share those with you. So first thing was the PARAIBA app, which has been introduced to us quite a while ago, but it was only the beta version so far, and they're about to do an update which will extend the possibilities that you have with this great app. So Erich basically decided a couple of months ago to hire this team of developers and programmers to develop an application for PARAIBA, which you can use on your phone, and you will also be able to use it on the desktop later on. And you can do various things with this application, and it's all about privacy, basically. It's a very secure technology, and it's kind of also blockchain based, and we will also be able to monetize this in the future. The ecosystem is secure communications messenger app, and there will be other functions implemented like secure mail or file sharing. And we will also be able to do the conference calls like we do right now through the Zoom app. We will be able to do with our own app with a much more secure environment. So the PARAIBA app is basically a messenger app at the very basis right now. And the big thing is that there is an encryption on the application, 5 layers of encryption, which is not anywhere in the world right now to be found in any application. Right now, at this point, there are 20 programmers working on this application to implement new functions to make it ready for the big release. You will be able to download it in the Play Store or in the App Store and use it for you, for your friends. You can recommend it to anybody, basically, because many people these days will want to have such a tool where the privacy is threatened from big companies. And you know, the whole story that Facebook and all these big companies are collecting the data, collecting what you are doing, what you are sharing, everything, and it's very hard to escape from this control. And this application will give you a tool where you can actually really keep your privacy, where you can share whatever you want with other people without anybody watching over you or collecting the data. So this is just a few screenshots of the application on the messenger system. And the next big thing that will be introduced is the PARAIBA parcel. It's like Google Drive or Dropbox or WeTransfer, something like that you can imagine. There is, on the one hand, an email system, which will also be able to access through a browser window, where you can send emails like messages in the app within this very secure and private encrypted space to other people. So nobody will be able to read your emails or anything that you send to other people. And you will also be able to upload, for example, very big files. You can just drop them here into these containers, and this will be encoded and sent through the internet. And only the recipient is able to decode this file. So nobody else will be able to find out what you're sending between you and your recipient. So this is all about taking control of your content. Also, when you share pictures or documents, either over the Messenger app or through the email system, you will always be able to control what you send. So if you send something very sensible and you tell the person not to share it with anybody, and he does that nevertheless, then you will be able to see that he has shared it and to whom he shared it. And you see the whole chain of recipients where your content is going to, and you can just press a button on your end and delete the file on everybody's computer or anybody's smartphone, for example. It's a very nice feature to have, and I think no other system has this. And the private conference call is one where I'm very excited about, because in these days, many people use Zoom or other platforms to do online conferences, because many people have to stay at home and have to work through these conferences. And the problem is also, like with all the other things, is it really secure? If you're talking sensible information, is it somewhere, is there somebody to get all this data, and can somebody intrude in the meetings? I have also read some articles about Zoom that is not very secure. So we will have a system which is encoded in 5 layers of encryption. We can do the calls within our own system, and we can also offer that to other people, which is very exciting. The interface is very simple, so everybody has no problem to use it. It is kind of similar to Zoom, and there are no restrictions. So with Zoom, you are limited to 45 minutes if you have a free account, or you need to pay quite a big monthly fee if you want to have a longer time or more participants in the calls. And with the PARAIBA app, you will be able to invite as many people as you want, basically, at least right now in the beginning. And also, you won't be limited to 45 minutes, and it's free for everybody to use. So this is a very exciting marketing feature for PARAIBA, actually, because many people are in need for such a tool, and you can offer them a tool for free with the encryption. And when people start to use it, they will learn about PARAIBA, and maybe they will also be interested in investing something in the investment part of PARAIBA, so to say. And then you have just new referrals on your team, and you can build your team by spreading the app, by spreading the different tools that are offered through the app. And of course, it's only the beginning, actually. It's not where it ends. There's a timeline for the implementations of the different parts of the system. In December, we should get the conference and the parcel and email system, and also a wallet system where you will be able to make payments through the app. And also for next year, there's the plan to integrate shopping portals within the app. So this can be extended to much more functionalities over time. There's big visions for that, where it will go to. Maybe some of you know some apps that they use in China, where they have one app for many, many different functions. Here in the Western world, we don't have such things so far, but with PARAIBA app, we will probably be able to have a tool for everybody to use for many, many different functions. So you don't have to download 10 different apps for 10 different functionalities. You can all use them within one single app. And it's also constructed on a decentralized blockchain. And there will be also some ways of creating passive income implemented into the app. So it will be an additional income stream for you all as well. So it's very exciting what is coming here, and I hope the update will be out soon, hopefully next week, so we can start using some of these exciting functions. Then the next thing that has been offered on the big 1-year anniversary is the UPP hybrid certificate. This is connected to the unique exchange that we are using. And by purchasing one of these shares, you can actually participate in all the fees that are running through the exchange, which is also very exciting. Because if you think of the money that flows through exchanges, it's huge. And the exchanges are making big, big money just by the fees that they are collecting through each transaction when somebody is making an exchange between fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies, or between cryptocurrencies, or they make a withdrawal or a deposit or whatever. Every single transaction is starting off a fee, and we can all participate in this big pot, which is of course a big income stream also for PARAIBA, which is stabilizing the company. So it's also, apart from the trading, a big, big asset for the company. And everybody who is able to get his hands on one of those shares, they are limited, can be able to participate in years to come from all the fees that are going over the exchange. There are basically 2 options. That VC1 is for 5 years and the VC2 is for 10 years. Each share is $1,000, and you get the $1,000 back at the end of the term. And each year you will get a guaranteed interest rate, 2.5% or 5% in the other case. This is a guaranteed interest which you get paid per year. And on top of that, you will be able to participate on those fees. This is really a big point, 5% in the VC1 option, 7.5% in the VC2 option. And they will be distributed every quarter, starting on the 1st of April next year. And you can find out the details about this if you go to the unique exchange account on UPP hybrid certificate menu. You will see here the details, and you can also choose the package that you want to purchase and the number of shares. And then you have 14 days time to get the money over to the exchange very easily through PARAIBA. For example, you can use your own profits to purchase the shares. You transfer them to the unique exchange and make sure 14 days after you have reserved your shares, you have the money either in dollar, euro, or in Bitcoin on the exchange, and then it will be deducted from there. And once they're sold, 5,000 each, then this is done. No other shares will be sold beyond that point. And to get an impression how much money you would be able to make, I have calculated some numbers here. And it, of course, depends how much commissions the exchange is making. If they are having 1 million a month, then you would get, in the blue ones, also VC1 shares, 14.5% per year. Or if you have a VC2 share, it's 23% a year, or monthly 10 or 15 US dollars. And as you see, as more and more people are using the exchange, the numbers will start climbing up, of course. If there is a revenue of 5 million per month in the company, you already make 62% or 95% per year, which is already more than you would make in PARAIBA itself. In PARAIBA, if you just deposit some money and let it grow there, you make about 60% a year. And here you see, by owning the shares, once the numbers are reaching 5 million, you will make even more than that through this channel. And the higher the shares are going, the higher the numbers, of course, will be climbing. So this is really a very good long-term investment and also diversification, because on the one hand, you have PARAIBA with the trading and the real estate and everything. And on the other hand, you can also build a second income stream through those shares. And what's newest is this here is a new partnership in the sports arena. PARAIBA World has decided to do a partnership with a soccer club here in Austria, the DSV Leoben. It's based in the heart of Austria, basically. It's a very old traditional club. And they have found a very, very intelligent way to do a sponsorship with the club, and also, in addition to that, find an attractive way for us to make an investment even on another part, on another column, so to say, a new income stream apart from everything else. And this partnership has a lot of benefits for the company. This whole stadium will be renamed PARAIBA Arena. And this will be also very visible in this whole area there. There will be the highway exits marked with PARAIBA Arena. And everything you can imagine with what is connected with this sport, with this club there, will be marked with the PARAIBA logo. So they will wear the PARAIBA logo when they make their games. It will be very visible in the whole stadium. They will be printed on the tickets, on everything, and on newspaper articles. So the name and the symbol or the logo of PARAIBA will be spread widely also on television, of course, when the game is broadcasted on television and everything. And we also have a big video wall there, which is turned on 24/7, and it's very visible to the streets that's running next to the stadium. There are 30,000 cars a day running by, and there's also a traffic light there. So they're always stopping and they're watching this video wall, which is very nice. And this will be also used to advertise PARAIBA. And you can even make your own advertisements there. There will be an option for this. The partnership objectives, so they will have they will help the club for the infrastructure. They will rebuild the arena itself. They will put a live ticker in our PARAIBA app. They are working on the homepage, fan shop, and they are doing soccer lessons and soccer camps. They will program a crowdfunding platform. A lot of things in connection with the club. And also there is a new product on the Unique Exchange right now available only for December. So it ends on December 31st, where all PARAIBA members can actually purchase one of those shares. And this is really very exciting. You can participate either with $2,000, with $12,500, or with $30,000. And if you own one share, you have certain rights to that. For example, with a $2,000 option, you have rights to 2% on all the income that's being generated here in this whole package. And this basically includes really everything. So they found a system not to just sponsor a soccer club by giving them some money and they are using it up and then the money is gone. They found a very intelligent way, so everybody has a win-win situation here. The soccer club actually has now a stable monthly growing income because they made a PARAIBA account for the soccer club, actually. And they are placing all the money that is coming in through those shares into this structure of the PARAIBA account of the soccer club. And if you own one of those shares, then you own a part of all the profits that are coming out of this system. That's really amazing. And not just that, because you also get a part of the merchandise profits. When they sell anything through their fan shop or in the stadium, products, tickets, player transfers, everything, you participate on that with a certain percentage, which is connected to your share. And this PARAIBA sponsors pooling system is really amazing. They had the idea to get to 1 million until the end of December, to raise 1 million through the sale of these shares. And after only 5 days or so, they are already at $700,000 US. It's really amazing. So it's much more quicker than you ever expected. Many people are jumping on that and are getting those shares. Many people really are going for the $30,000 shares because it's, of course, the biggest chunk that you can make here. You have rights to 30% of everything that comes in here. And you also get 2 VIP tickets for 1 year. And also you can advertise on this great video wall for 1 year. So if you own a business or anything, you can make an advertisement and this will be shown for a whole year on this big video wall 24/7. And just to give you some idea what's probably what you're able to get there, because there's so much money already flowing in. They are already very close to 1 million. So this account will be in pool 7, or already is in pool 7, actually. And if there is a pool 8, they will be the first one to reach pool 8, which is also in the pipeline somewhere. And if you add all the commissions up that this account is making, the whole, if you own one of the shares, you own a part of everything. So the top account, which is the account of the DSV Leoben Football Soccer Club, and all the FIRSTLINE accounts which have been established, you get a percentage of everything. FIRSTLINE commission, from the DOWNLINE commission, from the pool commissions. And Mario gave me an idea about the numbers, what's coming out of this. it's about $16,000 per day that are being made in this package already now in this beginning stage, so to say. So this whole system will earn about $260,000 per month. And like this 30%, 12.5%, and 2% is being distributed to all the shareholders. And the rest is being used in 3 ways. One way is money for the soccer club, so they can use it actually for the club, whatever they need to do as a sponsorship. Second is reinvestments. A part of it will be reinvested each month. So it's growing and growing and growing. It won't stay at the same number. It will be growing and growing. And the third one is that the soccer club will purchase these UPB hybrid certificates, these certificates that are making a share of the unique exchange fees. So this will be an additional income stream. And also this money that's coming out of these certificates, and there will be a lot of certificates being purchased by this soccer club over the next few months. And you can participate on all of these profits coming out of everything here by owning one or more of these shares. That's really, really amazing. And everything that's coming out of this package is being distributed to every owner of those packages. So this 2% or 12.5% will be distributed to all the owners within UPDM2 or UPDM1. Yeah, so basically it would be possible to purchase a $2,000 share and make a couple of $100 per month just on profits, which is maybe for many people, it's very difficult to reach within the PARAIBA system on your own, because you don't have a lot of referrals or something like that, and you don't make it to pool 6 or 7 or anything like that. And by just getting one of those shares, you will be able to get a part of everything of an account which is in all the pools and which has a lot of hybrid certificates and a lot of other stuff which are adding up to this package. So it's a great way for people to get a share of this whole thing of an account which makes a lot of money per month. And they're also now talking about a sticker album, which will be distributed in all the supermarkets in Austria, where people or children can collect those stickers. And it's a huge way also for PARAIBA to market, because always there will be the PARAIBA logo and everything in tune with the DSV Leoben logo. So PARAIBA will be probably known in every household within the next year, I guess, in Austria. So it was a great idea to market the name apart from the network and just offer also a new income stream for all our members. And you are able to reserve those shares now in the unique exchange account, similar to the other shares. And 14 days from that point on, when you reserve your share, it will be subtracted from your unique exchange account. And you have until December 31st to do that. After that, this will be stopped. So these have been the 3 very exciting items which have been added to PARAIBA and which are making the company much, much wider, based on very different columns. And the diversification is, of course, very important to be stable over long term.
Awesome. Wow, that is great, Stefan. Thank you so much for that very precise and excellent overview there. You had some numbers that actually even I haven't heard before, and that's great, because we already know at this point even a little bit about what those UPDM shares could generate for everybody. So that's phenomenal. And it doesn't sound like there's too many left at this point. They will likely be sold out by the end of this month. So you've got until the end of this month, guys, if you do want those UPDM shares. They end December 31st, whereas the hybrid certificates will go until those are sold out. There's only 5,000 of each of those available, VC1, VC2 shares, 5,000 each of those. I know thousands have been sold already. I don't know where we are at with those. So pretty awesome how all this works together. I really, really like that. That's very, very cool. All these things, even the offline world working with the online world, that's just awesome. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Okay, guys, get your questions ready. If you have anything that you want to type in on the chat, please click chat, bottom middle, and type your question. And if you've got a question that you want to ask us, please unmute yourself. And Jan, I see your question. Yes, yeah, we'll have a link to the recorded call. Latest by tomorrow, Jen. Latest by tomorrow. If someone has a question, you want to mute yourself, guys, please go ahead. Got a question on the compensation plan or how to get started or any of the things that Stefan just talked about, the hybrid certificates or the app or the DSV, the Open packages. Okay, hey, Deborah, I see your question there. Will we eventually be able to withdraw from any one of our accounts and transfer to create a new sub account? Okay. Transfer to create a new sub account. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, I believe so. I mean, you can withdraw from any of your sub accounts now. Maybe you're asking. Are you asking for under $100? I mean, I'm not sure what you're asking me there. Any one of our accounts and transfer it to a new sub account. I mean, if you have funds that you've withdrawn, yeah, if you have funds that you've withdrawn to your unique account, then you can go from unique to any new sub account that you create. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then you can put $100 in unique, and yes, yeah, you can absolutely do that. That's no problem. Lisa, okay, can you talk us through how to purchase the shares? Yeah, so the shares, Lisa, are in your unique exchange back office, okay? They're in your unique exchange back office. So just log into unique. Yeah.
It's here.
Is that you? Yeah, Stefan's showing you. Yeah,
So you just click on this menu button and then you get the overview. You choose whatever package you want to reserve, the amount, and click on reserve. And you have 14 days because that's a law that you have 14 days to retract your decision. That's why it's not booked immediately. 14 days after you clicked here on reserve, the amount will be deducted from your unique exchange account. So you have to make sure you have the money on your unique exchange account 14 days from your reservation.
Yeah, so either withdraw the funds from your private account to your unique exchange account so you have them, or if you're able to transfer directly, you know, if you live in Europe, you can transfer fiat to your unique exchange, or you can transfer directly from a wallet, an external wallet, right? If you've got like a Mycelium wallet or Exodus wallet or blockchain wallet or whatever, you can just transfer the Bitcoin directly to your unique exchange account. So you have it ready for when they do deduct it. Elizabeth, see Elizabeth. Okay, do we have access to unique exchange in the US? You do have access. You can have an account, Elizabeth, for crypto to crypto transactions. So if you want to do a withdrawal from PARAIBA to your unique exchange, and then from unique exchange to say another wallet, right? To like an Exodus or a Mycelium or whatever, yes, you can do that. And if you're in the US, the only thing you cannot do yet is a wire or bank transfer in fiat to unique exchange, although they are working on that. We don't have any update yet on that, right, Stefan?
No. Okay.
So hopefully soon, hopefully, you know, early next year, we have access to be able to do that. Because yeah, I got a lot of people waiting on that too. They'd like to be able to do that, and it's nice to have new people be able to do that, right? Rather than use, you know, Coinbase or some of these others. Okay, guys, you can unmute yourself if you do want to ask a question, or feel free to type a question in the chat and we will get to you. One thing I'll bring up here just quickly, afterwards, if you want to get with us in the Telegram rooms, we've got all kinds of information, guys. If you want a quick one-page summary of PARAIBA, okay, and some of the things we just talked about, I've got that available for you, right? If you want our presentation, you want to send it to somebody, I've got the PowerPoint here, right? There it is. You want to know how you can create some sub-accounts, right? A lot of new people that are passive want to learn, how can I structure my accounts so that I can earn more? And so we have the ability to do that from anywhere from $2,000 or more. We can structure this, all right? It's just a matter of having a few sub-accounts in your own name on your first line, and you can make a little bit more than the 5%. We can get up to 7, 8%, even up to 14% in some cases, structuring things. If you want to know a little bit more about how the streamline works, I got a good PDF there too, okay? So we got all kinds of good stuff. Just need to contact me in Telegram and we can get that to you. Some of that stuff's already posted there. Any last questions, guys?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
What is the most painless way to transfer a saved or created FIRSTLINE account to someone coming in?
Right.
Do you involve support?
No, you don't need to involve support. All you need to do is get their email. Get the new person's email. And what you do is you log in to the account because you own it, right? So you log into it, you go to the profile and you change your email to their email and save it. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. And then you simply give them the login information for the account. And now it's theirs. And so they can go in at that point, change all the profile information, the rest of it to theirs, and fund, and they're all set.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys?
Hey, Michael, Dave Ireland here.
Hey, Dave.
How could I go without asking at least one question?
I knew you were going to pipe in somewhere.
Based on the previous gentleman's question, how about if it's already KYC as part of my sub-accounts, and then I want to transfer it to someone else? How does the KYC work?
You have to go through support at that point, have them release the account. And Jan just asked that same question, actually. Just send in a ticket to support, have them release the account, and then you can transfer it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. Okay, guys, anything else? Any last questions? Going once, going twice. Okay. All right, guys, thank you very much for being here today. I thought it was great information, even some new things I didn't know, which is always nice to learn. And I'm excited, guys. I hope you are too. If you're brand new, please get with the person that invited you here today and get your new account going. Get funded, get ready, get your Bitcoin, have it in there for Wednesday, and you can begin creating profit with all of us. It's very exciting to be here because everything just works the way it should, the way you want it to. So get with us in the Telegram rooms, guys, afterwards if you have any more questions or need more information. And we'll be back here again next Sunday for another live webinar. It was great, guys, to have you all on here today. We had a great full room. Love it. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Make it a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.